Alrighty, gang. I am on the road. Taking a break right now. I find myself, I believe, in the middle of North Carolina. And I'm recording this now because I realize I'm not going to get home in time to record there. Yeah. And I plan to just kind of go through the night. I just locked the door with my foot because I'm that skilled. Today's been a really long day. I woke up 5:30, went and saw the sunrise, and I think I saw one of the most AI generated looking sunrises in the world, especially when I took a photo of my friend. I'm gonna put it here. It blew my mind. Blew my mind. I was sitting there and I was like, dude, I used to draw suns like this, like in art in kindergarten. So that was incredible. Afterwards, once the sun was up, we got some breakfast, had a little bit of tea. I woke up feeling a little ill, a little sick, if you will. Definitely nursing a sore throat and a little bit of a cough. Been chugging tea and water and cough drops this entire ride. I am about, I want to say 11 hours in, I guess, because it's like 8 p.m. and I started driving around 9 a.m. Yeah, it's been pretty smooth so far. I will say this. It has been one of the most interesting drives I've ever had. I had such an eventful week. You've seen the episodes before this, the little snippets, but I'm so deep in thought that I can't even fathom listening to music. I've been driving on and off for 12 hours now, or 11, 12, whatever. And I listen to music for all of 15 of those minutes, or 15 minutes of those many hours. It actually sounds a little bit psychotic. I've been driving in silence because my mind is running that fast. And I love it. It's fascinating. And the more it runs, the more, notes I have to take. And I've been using a lot of speech to text to get these ideas down because I'm truly running at light speed with ideas that are forming into a vision for what I want. I haven't played around like this in a while. Played around in a way where I take a dream that I have and I start to imagine it as real. I usually just stop at wishes and dreams and say, oh, that would be pretty cool. And then I don't think anything of it. But now is different. Now I'm actually saying, you know what? Let me make this real. Let me make it happen because it can happen. It's possible to happen. And if it can, and this is so deeply tied to who I am and what I want, why not? It would actually be a disservice to those I want to help, to those I want to bring my love and community to the world, the longer I wait to do it. I think I said that right. It would be a disservice to them to wait. That's what I'm trying to say. And so, I'm not even waiting until I get back to start. I'm doing these brainstorming sessions now because I have the ability. Whoa, an owl. Nice. That's my mind. I have the ability to start the brainstorming so that when I get back, I already have a launch point. I don't have to sit in my room and be like, okay, now let's think. And I think I really love having done this drive, like having decided to road trip instead of flying. Because every single time I've flown for one of these things, flying and airport travel, it takes a certain level of thinking in my brain to do and accomplish. And so I don't really get this type of decompression. But here, it's like I am by myself doing a very monotonous task. And when I put myself in that state, in the state of, okay, there's nothing else for me to do. I'm not listening to music. I don't know, if I was a passenger, like watching a TV show, or I'm not listening to a podcast or anything like that. I am just thinking about what's next. and I'm just thinking about what has happened, right? The present moment isn't changing all that much other than physical location. And so it's like I've given myself the ability, given myself permission to think in the future. It's almost like I'm getting out of the present to think into the future and to figure out which steps I need to take in order to bring that future to now. So I do have some meetings that I'm planning to have. One of the things I did on one of my breaks earlier today was reach out to a new friend of mine that might be able to help me get a little bit of clarity on, what my next steps should be, who I have to talk to. And once I actually have that call with him, I will have a little bit of a clearer picture of what type of information I need to gather. I'm in this market research stage where I need to figure out all the information of, my ideal client, who I want to help, what I want to create, where I want to create it, like what's the demographic of that area, what's the price point of that area, like what's all of that, because all of that's going to play a part into everything that I do, all the decisions, where I build, what I build, how I build it, who I build it with. So I'm excited. I actually really am excited for the fact that this is more than just a dream. It's actually happening. I haven't done this in a while. I did it with like the mindset part of me, and I've gotten to a really good place with my mindset, so I know it's possible. I know it's possible that when I put my mind to it, I could create some absolutely fucking magical things. And it's just time to execute. Imperfect action beats perfect planning any day. You could make the most perfect plan, but if you never start, it doesn't matter in the slightest. So I rather start and do something and either make examples for myself or make a lesson for myself. But ultimately, I'm going to do something for myself. Life is Ooh, nice loud truck next door. Oh wait, I saw that guy from like a long time ago. What's up, my G? You caught up to me. Nice. I passed him a while ago. And now I'm distracted. I'm gonna get going because I wanna get home before it's too late. Nobody knows that I'm coming home today. Everybody thinks. Sneeze. Bless you. Thank you. Sorry. Bless me. Thank me. Everybody thinks I'm gonna like stop somewhere and get to bed, which I think I will like take a couple rests here and there. I'm gonna record this a little bit later on a different break, but right now I have to make sure not too many of these trucks that I've passed already pass me again. You know what I'm saying? We're in a race, and yeah, all the breaks I'm taking, they're catching up and beating me. But don't worry, they're going at a steady pace. I'll be through in a sec. I love you. I'm gonna drive safe. I know you're worried about that. I'm gonna drive safe. Don't worry, and I'm gonna get home safe, and then you and I are going to go on an adventure of building something magical, whatever that may look like. I don't know. I know I want to involve you and I want to involve these videos somehow in the process. I'm just not 100% on how I want to do that yet. So I'm going to write a note down saying, how I want to involve you, just so I make sure to optimize that later. And ultimately, this building process is going to be one for the books, that's for sure. Ooh, I'm so excited. Because when this happens and I have that like grand opening day, it's going to feel incredible. It's going to feel incredible, but even better is going to be all the stuff that I learn in the process and the person that I become in the process. Because once I do this once, it's like when you're building a new belief, you just need evidence. And right now I have no evidence for like, I know how to build a business, right? But I do have evidence for I know how to build, right? I know how to create. So it's like now I just have to project that onto building a business, and once I do it once, I could repeat it because success leaves clues. It's going to be a good time. I'll see you later. I love you. Just remember to always fill up with love, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Wish me luck, all right? See you later. I love you.